Hello everybody, Natsu Tanaka here, and I have something important to discuss today. This video is going to be discussing in depth the 100% Five Nights at Freddy's marathon that I have been talking about for a few days now. There should have been a video that came out yesterday that was an edited together compilation of the marathon that I just did, and in it I allude to a certain impossible task, or something along the lines that is just, frankly, true insanity. And lo and behold, here it is, the 100% FNAF Marathon. I'm here to discuss, completely unscripted, just what it is, what it would be, and how I'm going to be moving forward with this information. So, starting off here is the rules. Number 1, we must include all official FNAF games. This is going to be excluding ports, trolls, demos, and the ROBLOX game. Number 2, we must finish all of these games to completion to the best of our ability. Now, we'll get into more of what that would mean in the next few, but the next one is going to be we have to do all DLCs. They all must be included with the FNAF 4 exception once again. I think that one might be overturned soon. I'm gonna be real. Depending on how we proceed with this, I think FNAF 4 DLC might be included for the true 100% marathon experience, which is why I actually need your guys' help. I want to know who is legitimately interested in this and who is gonna be here to watch it, because I don't think it's worth torturing myself mentally and physically sitting in a chair for 16 hours a day, multiple days in a row, just so that nobody watches it. Now, we must get all endings. There are some exceptions to this. All the different cutscenes in UCN, they don't really mean anything except for the final Golden Freddy one, so we're not going to be paying attention to any of those except for that one. We must get all collectibles. Now, collectibles can mean a ton of different things. To list off a few that may or may not be super relevant or not, we're going to have to get all the certificates. We're going to have to get all the gold trophies. We have to do all the custom night challenges. We have to do the hard modes. We have to do the animatronic combos, which relates specifically to Pizza Sim if you don't know. And when applicable, we have to get the max level. The next rule is all achievements. Some FNAF games on Steam have achievements. We have to get all of these achievements, obviously. Now, you may not think that's a big deal, but clearly you have not seen a Help Wanted 2 all achievements speedrun. And then the final rule, to make some things just a lot more bearable, all glitches will be allowed. Now, whether or not I use some of these, like skipping the nights with 2 FPS for Five Nights at Freddy's 1, or what have you, is completely up to me. If in the moment I am making no progress, I might resort to some of these less than fair glitches. So now that we know the basic rule set, I made a list of every single game that's going to be on this marathon that we will be 100%ing, and I just made a little bullet point list as to what we're going to need to be doing in these games. This is going to be in no particular order, so don't get mad. Starting off with Help Wanted, we are going to need to collect all coins, all tapes. We're going to have to complete the prize counter. We're going to have to get all of the endings. And then we're going to have to get all of the achievements. For Help Wanted DLC, I couldn't think of anything super important in there other than the Vanny Mask, all minigames, and seeing the Pizzaplex. For Help Wanted 2, this one's really easy. I've done a few all achievement speedruns, so this is going to be all achievements, which covers most things. Candy Cadet, which isn't actually an achievement, and then obviously both endings, which is already covered by the all achievements. For Freddy in Space 2, this one is going to be a bit of a long one. It should be easier than just normally speedrunning it. It'll just take longer, obviously. We have to get max power-ups. We have to get max levels for every character. We have to beat all bosses, including the secret bosses. We have to get all characters. We have to get all the trophies. And I can't really think of anything else, so we'll leave it at that. After that, we have Chica in Space 3, or Freddy in Space 3. We have to beat the game, and assuming level 10 is the max, we have to get level 10. There is just a blanket level for Freddy in Space 3. I've been able to get to 7, and I got bored of grinding, so I don't actually know what the max level is, but if it goes over 10 and seemingly has no stop, I don't see a reason in infinitely grinding level. Of course, if you know any of these things for certain, feel free to leave it in the comments below. That is really helpful, which is why I am making this video, in all honesty. For FNAF 1, this one's easy. All nights, 420. I don't know if the 1987 Easter egg counts as anything, but we're going to leave that out because I don't think it adds any sort of completion thing like a star. So, for our purposes, it does not matter. FNAF 2, obviously, all nights, 1020, and all of the custom nights. Woohoo! Who would have thought? FNAF 3, this one is actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. It's going to be all nights, it's going to be both endings, and I don't actually believe you need to do the cheats like aggressive mode or any special star or completion bonus. So that is going to be excluded, unless I'm mistaken, of course. Now, for FNAF 4 is where I'm just really upset. We have to do all nights, and actually this time the cheats are going to be included, because apparently you get extra stars for doing some of the cheat nights, including Nightmare, Insta-Foxy, Blind, I believe. All of those. Obviously, this would somewhat carry over into the DLC. I've never played the FNAF 4 DLC, so I don't exactly know. For FNAF World, we're going to be doing 157%, which should consist of, if I'm not mistaken, all characters, all chips, all bites, playing it on hard mode, all the trophies, which includes Fishing, Scott, Owl, Chica Magic Rainbow, Fredbear, all characters, clocks, and Chipper. And I believe that's it. Sister Location will be including both endings and all of the custom nights. There's nothing super important in Sister Location. It is very straightforward, and the 1020 is not super difficult. So I'm glad that Sister Location is as easy as it is. Now then, Pizza Sim. We have to get all certificates. We have to get all combos. Now, obviously, this is gonna have to be like 3 separate runs. One with Bankrupt, one with Lore, Insanity, Completion, and probably Blacklisted. And then a third one with the mediocre ending where you get 0 Faz rating. Just because it would make it that much easier on me. Now for UCN, easy one. All presets, 50-20 trophy. See the final cutscene. Fury's Rage, super simple. Hard mode. Security Breach. This one's easy. I've been playing this one since birth practically. All endings, all upgrades, all collectibles, all bags, all secrets. For Ruin, this one's easy. All endings, Brazil, Betray, Scoop. All VR collectibles, The Bonnie Secret, Candy Cadet, and then all IRL gifts. And that is all of the official FNAF games, excluding Into the Pit. Which brings me to the question, how are we going to approach this? Are we going to practice for months on end, trying to fine-tune every little skip and detail for this run? Or are we just going to jump right in as soon as possible in order to try to do this before the 10th anniversary? I'm completely at a loss for words, if I'm being honest. This is so much content to do. And if we do the months on end thing, think about it. We have to then include Into the Pit and whatever else might come out during that time. People are thinking that we might have to include whatever's the Steel Wool announcement. We don't know yet. I'm thinking maybe I leave it up to you guys. Assuming enough people are going to watch and engage with this video, I want to know your thoughts. I want to know what you think would be the best course of action for a marathon as insane and unthinkable as this currently is. I'll try doing the math just like on my own time with my own like little estimates as to how long this 100% would be and just like put it on screen, but like I already know it's over like 40 hours. Just with really, really basic math, just naming off all the games, thinking about it super briefly, it's definitely like 40 hours plus. So I want to know, do you guys want me to give it my best effort and just try to get this out before the 10th anniversary, or are we going to do a ton of practice, right? Are we going to do a ton of practice and probably include Into the Pit and whatever Steel Wool has in store, right? I currently have like a lot of free time, which is why I'm able to do so many streams and actually edit my videos. But I don't know how long I'm gonna be available to do any of this. This could be like one of the greatest runs to ever happen if I were to practice it and just do it all in one sitting. Just like grit my teeth and, I don't know, miraculously do like 30 hours. But at the same time, it's still a wildly impressive run if I do it the other way. Having multiple streams, having breaks, ignoring mental health and all that. I just want to hear what your opinion on this is. Is this super possible to do in one sitting? Do you want me to do it before the 10th anniversary? I need to know. And I need to know quick, alright? I am running out of time as each day passes. I need to plan this now. So, with that being said, I think I've gotten my point across. Sorry for being so antsy. This is, once again, unscripted, but I just needed to put it out there. This marathon is crazy. Possibly one of the hardest and longest challenges to ever exist within this series. But with that being said, that is going to be about it for today. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Please, please, please leave your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch if you want to see more. Join the Discord down below if you want to see my schedule. I update it weekly on Saturdays. That's going to be about it. So, lots of love, and as always, have a day.